Hey everybody, what's up? It's Thursday on Ohio Trans Kings. I'm your host, True Life Ted. We're at week 13, so we're talking about whether or not your trans status has hindered you in the workplace, discrimination in the workplace, etc. So, for me, luckily I haven't really faced any type of discrimination in the workplace because I'm trans. I did kind of transition on the job when I first decided that I was going to physically transition and start the process of like changing my name and save for surgery, etc. I was working as campus security at Kent State. So I started there in the fall of 2005, and when we came back from winter break in January of 2006, I'd had my name changed. So I kind of went to my supervisor and told him that I was trans, that I had just had my name legally changed, and I wanted to go by Ted. And he was totally cool, so were the other supervisors. Oddly enough, most of the people that I worked with called me by my last name anyway, so my transition, especially the name part, wasn't really that difficult. After that job ended at the end of that school year, because my name was already changed, it was a lot easier for me finding new employment and wanting to present as male because I already had a male name. So my current employer, they know I'm trans, nobody cares, and they've been totally cool. My suggestions and tips for people who want to transition on the job is kind of get a feel for your direct supervisor, if you're in a professional setting, your human resources liaison, etc., and come out to them first. And that way you can get a feel as far as how to go about transitioning on the job. A lot of times your supervisors, your HR representatives, etc., will have some type of idea how to best go about making changes, such as name change, if you need to change anything as far as like health insurance and that type of stuff. I've also found that in my experience, instead of trying to do like a big mass education workshop on trans issues for the entire office, educating people on a one-on-one basis as they approach you has, in my experience, been the best way to educate the workplace about your transition in particular and about trans issues in general. I know for me, when I left my security post, I ended up working at Wendy's for a couple months before I got injured, and my coworkers would approach me about not necessarily like, oh, we think you're trans or whatever, but one of the girls I worked with, I had ended up being in a couple classes with, so she knew that I was trans, and word kind of got around, and so people would approach me, individually and ask me questions, and I was able to talk to them on a one-on-one basis and spread a little knowledge. So for me, I felt like that was the easiest way, and that's what my suggestion would be as far as educating the workplace. So that's really all I have. Kind of a short topic week for me. Next week is week 14, and the topic is, let me look that up. Okay, so next week is a good one. It's identity. How did you feel about losing your lesbian identity, if you ever had one? And if you're with a female partner, how did she feel about losing her lesbian identity, if she ever had one, etc. Blah, blah, blah. So that should be pretty interesting. So make sure to check out everybody else's videos when and if they finally get them posted, and tune in next Thursday because I'll be here and I will be on time, I hope. Alright, have a good weekend. Don't party too hard. Peace.